Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to the latest episode of The Peak and the Pit. I'm Jazz.
I'm Kat.
And that was a phone noise. Didn't everyone hear it?
So welcome to the second episode of The Peak and the Pit podcast. We're glad to have you back.
Yes. And if you haven't listened to the first episode, then what the hell are you doing here? Please go back and listen to the first episode and then join us on this little journey of ours.
Definitely, you don't want to miss it. Honestly, it was so funny, the last episode, so definitely check that out.
I love that you're rating us that much.
It was good.
It was funny, yes.
But yeah, thank you so much for people that have listened to the first episode, and I hope you enjoy this one.
Yes, definitely. And you know what? Thank you so much to all the people that wrote in on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is thepeakandthepit_podcast. Everyone that wrote in with their peak in the pits. It was nice to read.
It was.
Some of you had some really good peaks, which has motivated me. Some of you had some awful pits as well, so sorry about that.
Definitely. And it just shows that sometimes you can have something really good happen in your life, but at the same time, something, not so good can happen. But yeah, it was really good, really good for us to read those peaks and pits.
Definitely. And just normalising the good days and the bad days. That is why we're here.
Yes.
It's what we're all about.
Definitely.
So one of the main focuses of our podcast is we are set fitness challenges.
Yes.
Last week, we had a fitness challenge set to us by our lovely producer, Ben, to do 30 minutes of yoga every day for 7 days.
Oh, my gosh.
Kat, how have you got on?
Oh, my gosh. Well, do you know what?
You're about to tell me you've not done it, aren't you?
No. I did do it.
Okay. Every day?
Not every day, but I did it, definitely. I found some really good people, though, that were doing it, that made it fun. The one person that really stood out for me was a guy called Liam Brown. Now, honestly, this guy has just changed my outlook on yoga.
Oh. Yeah, because you was a little bit negative, Nora, about yoga when we set the challenge.
And I honestly take it back. Yoga is a complex, exciting sport.
Yes!
It's good. But yeah, this Liam Brown, oh my gosh, what an amazing fitness coach, would you say?
Yeah, this coach.
Yeah, so basically his yoga is slightly different to the standard yoga that you used to see in. But it was like a rave yoga.
What?
I love a good night out.
Yes, and we are definitely needing one of those.
Absolutely. So when I came across him, I thought, oh my gosh, it literally is yoga at a rave.
What? Where did you find him?
Well, some guy from my work told me about him.
Okay.
And I was a bit hesitant, thinking, it doesn't sound right.
Sounds a bit gimmicky.
Yeah. So I was thinking, is this a real thing? You have him pull him a leg in? But it's really good. And you know what? He does all the yoga moves and stuff that you're supposed to do.
Right.
But he just makes it like a bit of a rave, so it's quite fun and...
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it looks crazy. It looks like a silent disco. Have you been to a silent disco before?
I have been to a silent disco.
Yeah, it looks like that. When people are just doing these random moves.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah.
Is it, where was he, on YouTube or?
He's on YouTube, yeah.
So it's just free to?
Yeah, it's free, but he does have classes. So obviously if you want to go to his classes, I don't know much about his classes.
But you can just get his yoga raving free on YouTube.
Yeah. So
I might actually have to have a little look at this one.
You need to. I was having a good old time in the living room with that.
Brilliant. So mine is obviously a little bit different. Okay. I've gone for your conventional yoga and more about like the breathing techniques and calm and relaxed. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't done it every day.
Okay.
I've really struggled to feel motivated to work out on my own this week. Right. I don't know why, but I've not been able to. I've needed to have someone with me or to have planned to do something. So like say, yes, I'm going for a run with this person at this time, or we've got some like gym equipment in the flat.
Yeah.
Like knowing that we're going to train together, I will do it. But me on my own, I've just not really been feeling it. Yeah, if I'm honest.
I totally get you. I feel like with me, my partner's on flexi furlough, so he's been around the house quite a lot. So he's really kind of pushed me to do it.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, that's good. But on my own, I know it's bad, but I probably wouldn't have done it.
No, well, at least you had that. I've literally been like, oh, should we just put the telly on then and watch this instead? Like, we both just sat on the couch rather than...
Yeah.
Also, I don't really want to get up and start doing yoga.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm trying to watch telly.
Honestly, when I was doing some of the yoga moves, some of those looks that he was giving me, he was kind of, I must have looked a right mess, honestly.
At least you're on your own. Like, no one can see it.
No one, yeah.
The lady that I do use for my yoga at home is a girl called Jess. So I used to take Jess's classes when COVID wasn't a thing.
Okay.
And when we could be in a classroom, I used to go. And that's where I like it. Like routine, 9 o'clock, I'm going to my yoga class.
Yeah.
I love the practice then. I'd stay for a full hour on my own, just not feeling it. But I did subscribe to her pre-recorded yoga classes.
Yeah.
She charges £15, but you get a endless list of pre-recorded classes for you to do on your own, in your own time. And then if you have signed up to her membership, she does do some live Zoom classes.
Oh, wow.
Which are only like £5 for extra, but which would probably suit me better.
Definitely.
Because I've paid to sit in front of my computer at a certain time to take part in her class.
Yeah.
I think that is where I'm better.
Yeah.
Like if I go, I'm going to get up this morning at 9 o'clock and do some yoga, I look at the couch and think, but The Crown, I could watch The Crown instead.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Crown?
No, I've not seen it, but I've heard some good stuff.
Oh, so I really don't usually like period dramas. I'm not a period kind of person. Like, didn't watch Downton Abbey.
Did you not?
I'm obsessed.
Are you obsessed?
I love the royals anyway, but I'm obsessed.
Oh my gosh, is it that good?
It's so good, you need to watch it. And it's a really easy watch.
Is it?
Yeah, like you don't have to really think much.
Really? Well, that sounds good.
It's brilliant.
But there's another one on Netflix that I'm hearing about a lot. What is it now?
Bridgerton?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I'll probably try that again. But again, that's period. I'm totally going off the genres I like, but...
Yeah, maybe period's the way.
Maybe I'm maturing.
Maybe.
Oh, I don't want to mature.
Oh.
But yeah, that was my yoga. I don't feel any different for doing it.
Do you know?
No. Do you?
Well, I think with me, because I feel like it's not been long enough, but you get an instant feel afterwards, like an instant feel of like energy, relaxation.
Well, of course, like after any form of exercise, you're going to feel good about yourself. You've completed something you probably didn't want to do.
Yeah.
So you're gonna feel good.
I think with me, I've got anxiety issues. I find it really difficult to completely switch off with anything and just, clear my mind. So I've had a few like minutes or whatever here and there of when I'm doing it, feeling like my mind's cleared. I think for a longer lasting effect, I'd have to do it for a bit longer.
But this is probably why the ravey yoga works more for you. Yeah. Because I do think sometimes when you have, especially you're on your own doing this at home, like you're not in a classroom where you can see people next to you, your thoughts can run away with you. For people suffering with anxiety, that might trigger them.
Yeah.
So yoga in a rave scene probably suits you more because you're not thinking about your thoughts. You're thinking about what you look like whilst you're raving in your living room.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I think you're right there because when I'm doing the more traditional yoga, I'm trying hard to clear my mind.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing the, say, Liam Brown yoga or the rave yoga, I'm not thinking.
No,
I'm just
exercising,
doing silly movements and having a good time. So yeah, I do
that's
agree
what it's all about. As long as you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, buzzing. I'm well happy that you found that.
Yeah, I am too. I'd probably, continue to do it, but I don't know how often because, like I said, I didn't even stick to this every day. So
wicked. And we will link the sources that we've used onto the podcast and on our Instagram, so you can go and find Jess and you can go and find Liam.
Yeah.
And you can try both types of yoga as well. Let us know how you get on. So we have the next challenge.
Right.
So it's not a traditional sport or a specific thing like yoga or a HIIT class or a Zumba class. This has come from Lee, who is a publicist at Weird PR. He also looks after me. He got in touch and he said, Jazz, I'm gonna set you next week's challenge. I was like, okay, go on. What are you thinking? He was like, do you both have stairs?
Oh gosh.
So I messaged you. I was like, can't you have stairs?
Yeah, I was really confused why you asked me that.
And he is setting us the challenge of running up and down the stairs, one flight of stairs, 60
Right.
times.
60?
60 every
Right.
day for 7 days.
Right.
This is more me. Like, this is more where, I don't know, where you get a bit of a sweat on.
Yeah.
Get
yeah.
them endorphins going, like, running up and down the stairs. You'll be surprised how quick 60 goes.
Right.
Just break that down into, like, 320s.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah, definitely. I feel I'll definitely probably stick to that every day.
Do you know what? You've got more chance of me doing that than you have doing yoga.
Definitely, because I've got to go up and down the stairs all the time, like, with washing and all sorts. I'm doing all through the day.
But you can't count them. You have to just do it 60 times in one go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it can't just be like your average walking up and down the stairs cat. No. This is a workout.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't just include like, no, this has got to be you dedicate however long it takes you to do those stairs 60 times.
Right, okay. Well, I'll give it a go. I bet my cat will be looking at me all strange ways.
Carry your cat just to make it even more weird.
Cool. Well, I look forward to it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
I want to FaceTime you while she's running up and down the stairs.
Oh my gosh. I'll definitely need a sports bra for that one.
Yes.
Definitely.
I don't have that problem. So a few people got in touch, didn't they, on Instagram with their peak and pits.
They did. And yeah, like we said before, they were, great, weren't they? Some of the peaks.
So we have taken a few people's peaks and pits
We have.
so we can discuss them. I really liked Katie's
Yeah.
because her peak and pit was the same thing. And I think sometimes we need to remember that bad things happen so good things can fall into place.
Definitely. It's just like my podcast pad.
Oh, yes, you've got a notepad.
Oh my gosh. On my podcast pad, it says, sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together. And that was Marilyn Monroe's quote. And
lovely.
Yeah. So it's true, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Katie was made redundant.
Yeah.
And she said, but because she's now been made redundant, a new door, a new opportunity is opened, which she would never have been able to do if she had kept her old job.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's going through those worries at the moment. They don't know if they're going to work again, me, or like whether they're going to be going back into an office.
Yeah.
I know a lot of my friends are worried that they're going to be home working forever and they can't bear it being on their own all the time.
I think the anxiety to do around work at the moment is really high. Everyone is really nervous. Like every time there's an announcement or there's a rumour, everyone's like scared because, we've all got bills to pay.
Exactly. And the thing is, everyone's offering payment holidays, but it's not really a payment holiday. You still have to pay it.
Yeah.
So when you do restart your mortgage or your rent or whatever, it goes up.
Definitely, yeah. And that's what a lot of people are taking on board at the moment. They're going to go and have these payment holidays. And then when it gets to paying it back, a lot of them might be in more debt.
Exactly. Or can't afford the repayments anymore.
Yeah. So it is, we feel for everyone out there that's going through that. And it is a really stressful
So many
time.
people live week to week. And I've only really noticed that since lockdown, how many people I know manage their bills and everything week to week.
100%.
Because it's never something you talk about with people.
No.
Yeah, I'm not saying everyone's in the same boat because not everyone is in the same boat. But everyone is kind of dealing with the same sort of scenario.
Yeah.
And I never noticed how many of my friends do just live from week to week. We certainly do.
Yeah, same. So it's like with my partner being on flexi furlough, it's a strain because when he's not getting his full pay, because like you said, we all budget for what we get. It doesn't matter how big or how small you get, you budget around what you're used to getting.
And the bills aren't changing, apart from the electricity's going up because I'm having to put the
Exactly.
heaters on constantly because it's freezing.
Definitely, and with home working as well.
I know.
But yeah, it's a stressful time, but people just try and hold in there, guys, and, try and do these little challenges we're doing as well to distract yourself.
Yeah.
And
Just if you are having a bad day, just write into us. Like we said, our DMs are always open.
Definitely.
So just write in. We'll get back to you. We'll have a little chat.
Yeah.
Lauren also said her peak of the week has been walking her dogs in the crisp, fresh weather.
Oh, lovely.
I know, I do love getting out with my dog when the weather's nice.
I wish I had a dog.
Yeah. Well, everyone bought dogs, didn't they? They've seen the price of dogs at the moment.
Is it sky high?
disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
People are really taking the mick now, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's what I mean, because everyone started buying dogs at the beginning of the first lockdown. The prices have just rocketed. I think we paid 300 quid for Flo. She's a Yorkshire Terrier. I
Yeah.
just had a look the other day, I had a nosy. Like £1,300.
Oh my gosh.
But Flo's not worth £1,300, let me tell you, she's a nightmare.
But yeah, I love going for walks, but I wish I had a dog to give me an extra excuse to get out there.
Yeah, you have to go out when you've got a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Her pit, though, and this I can understand, is missing her dad's 60th birthday.
Yeah. It's hard, isn't it?
I feel like we should be given a year back.
Yeah.
2020 didn't count. Here's a year back. No one's aged.
Yeah. I wish.
I know. Imagine.
Yeah.
So many of my friends had the 30th last year, and I just feel so sorry for them.
Yeah. Same. My sister had a 30th last year. It's yeah. It was. I feel like it was. I kind of explained 2020 as a write-off.
Yeah.
We're starting again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think if I had a big birthday last year, I'd be redoing it this year.
100%. Yeah. Definitely. Just stick on Liam Brown and have a rave yoga. Yeah.
Yoga rave.
Yeah. Yoga rave.
And then Amy Lewis, who's one of my lovely friends, she did the artwork for our podcast.
And we love it.
Yes. She's had her contract extended at work, which is great news.
Yeah.
I guess for Amy, a lot of her work it can be done remotely. So,
Yeah.
and she works in the cartoon business and animation. So everyone's watching more television.
Definitely.
Especially animation stuff.
She's going to be busy, isn't she?
Yeah. And animation is like... Did you notice how many Christmas adverts were animated this year?
Loads.
Because people couldn't work, they couldn't have actors in. I was watching it all like, oh, what?
Do you know what? Robots will not take over your jobs. It'll be cartoons.
Cartoons?
Animation.
I think I'd quite like me as an animation. Her pit, though, was she wrote on the Instagram that the rain ruined her wall. It wasn't a wall.
Was it not a wall?
No.
I thought it was actual wall.
No, her walk. It spell checked it wrong.
Oh no!
So the rain ruined her walk. Which
right.
I feel ya.
Yeah, definitely.
The rain.
There's been times when I'm going for a walk in Chiltern Water Park,
Not that water park again.
And it's 1 minute it's absolutely fine. Next minute I'm drenched. I'm nearly like getting blown into the pond. Yeah,
But you're not coming down a water slide?
No, definitely not.
Walking around a pond. So, Kat, what has been your peak and pit of this week?
Okay, so let me think now. It's a hard one. So the peak this week has probably been having the podcast come out and seeing all the great feedback. It's been really rewarding because we worked really hard with this.
Yes.
And it's nice to see that people have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I've seen someone else's peak this week was saying that we inspired them to do a home workout from listening to us. So that's been really good. Pit has just been, it's a similar one that I've said before and previously, is that the lack of motivation. I'm really finding myself struggling to push myself and get this motivation. When you, I feel like when I went back to when it was New Year's and you're saying it's a new year, new start, you're doing all this and that. When we working out a lot more and doing a lot more things, I feel like I'm still a bit, demotivated. So
I saw a meme the other day and I shared it on my Instagram. It was like 2020 left, put a wig on and came back as 2021.
Definitely.
It proper made me chuckle.
Definitely. But what about you?
So my pit this week has been how much I have procrastinated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, mate, I've thought about doing things.
Yeah.
But I'm sat on the couch.
Yeah.
Eating chicken chow mein super noodles.
You love them, don't you?
Oh, they're so good. So I've just sat on the couch, ate chicken chow mein super noodles and watched The Crown and thought about maybe doing something productive.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why I've got it, but I thought if I buy this diary that you have to write things in and tick things when you do it, maybe it'll make me do it. So every morning I write my to-do list and I don't do any of it.
Yeah.
I have all the intention, but
Yeah.
I just never follow through.
I do things like that sometimes. Like I get like a nice pen, like I got a Baker pen, and I thought I'll use this pen to write in my diary. And you know, it's been sat there for about a year and a half.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I bought this book and I thought, if I buy a planner for 2021, maybe I'm putting it out to the universe. Good things are going to come, and I'll have loads of stuff to write in it. And I think the only thing I've wrote in it to do is record podcast. It's the only date in my diary.
Is it? Well, you know, it's a good date, isn't it?
It is a good date.
Get those 60 steps in that diary every day.
I'll. That's the thing, though. I'll just sit on the couch and think about it.
Yeah.
I do think I'll do the 60 steps, though.
I'll set you an alarm.
And my peak this week is maybe slightly controversial, but my nan, who's 88, has had the vaccination.
Oh, has she? That's
And
good.
it's top. I love that my nan's had it. I'm a bit sceptical.
Yeah.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any means, but I am a bit like, well, how has this happened so quick and we're all just expected to have a vaccine and we don't know the side effects? And it's a worry.
It is a worry. It's a worry.
But I feel like a weight's been lifted knowing my nan's had it.
Yeah, I'm the same there. Well, my grandma hasn't had it yet, but she had a letter to have it.
Yeah.
And you know, you're always in constant worry about your elders, thinking something might happen, they might get it or something like that. So I'm still, you know, I feel like when she gets vaccinated, I'll be a bit more relieved.
100%. And I don't think by any means we'll be running around hugging her and kissing her and that, but I think just not having to worry so much.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that was always my biggest fear is, imagine taking it home.
Yeah.
I'd be gutted.
I know, same. You know, she's my she grandparent left.
Yeah, my nan is. She's the last man standing at 88.
Yeah.
And I got her, well, she turned 88 last week. We got her a smart TV so she can get Netflix. So she's got a little Netflix account now.
That's so cute.
And she's started watching The Crown as well.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I know. And she loves a Western, so I've set her up with loads of Westerns.
Does she like Westerns?
She loves Westerns.
She sounds really cool.
She's cool. She's a top nan. Yeah. But she's had a vaccine, so that has been the peak of my week, getting her there with a little mask on to go and have her injection.
Bless her heart.
I know, she said, I hated wearing that mask. That's what she said. She's got it. I don't know if that accent was atrocious. So there we have it.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed doing this again. I feel like I've enjoyed planning it and it's given me a little boost today.
Definitely. Honestly, it is the peak of my week.
Nice.
Excitement getting in here and doing it.
Nice. So thank you so much, guys, for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple, iTunes, podcasts.
Finally.
It takes a little while. And we're also on YouTube.
Yes, make sure you subscribe and like.
Yes.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Hit it on everything.
Yeah.
Please, guys, do stay safe. Look after one another. And we will see you next week, having ran up and down the stairs 60